Good afternoon, beautiful souls. This is Karen with Manna Delight, or I should say I am Manna Delight. And I am thankful for all of you and grateful for all of my subscribers and the ones that are here to support me. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel and for sharing my videos, and just for being on this journey with me. I have created a donate button on my website, and I will leave the link to that below. If you appreciate all the free readings and teachings that I bring forth and would like to give back and support me even further with a donation, it would be greatly appreciated. If you want to support me even further, you can book from my website. I do readings, I do remote healings, and I do guidance sessions. If you would like a reading but you have questions, then I would book a session with me and we can do a reading during that session, and I can ask questions for you. The healing sessions, I tune into your higher self and your twin's higher self and find out exactly what's going on and where the blocks are and where there needs to be a clearing or a healing done. It is a remote healing. It is something that I scheduled to do, and you can be basically going on about your business because the healing will be facilitated anyway for you. And this guidance sessions are just basically anything. If you just have a lot of questions in general, or if you have specific questions regarding your situation, that is what a guidance session would be for. So if you're interested in supporting me further and would like just some guidance and some help along your journey, please visit my website and book one of my services. That would be wonderful. And if you are just not in need at this time but still would like to support me, that's what the donate button is for. And I will leave that below as well. Okay, so today I am talking about sort of a continuation from my last video where I was talking about the divine masculine coming into their feelings and acknowledging those feelings. And everything that really has been happening to me this past week is all about the feelings. And the other video that I did about, I was jamming out when I was riding along, and I was just shown how my energy of joy, me feeling that joy and that happiness and exuding it, how it was like rippling out to everyone within a very huge radius. And it was just rippling out, and that's how we raise the vibration. So it is all about feelings. Excuse me. And so it's very important. How we're feeling is very important. And then I don't know if anyone has seen, I'm sure some majority of you watching have seen the ISIS video where the card moved. And I said down below, I said it was ISIS or my guides or something. And really what I was doing by saying that was selling myself short, because what I've been shown in the past day and a half is that was my energy that did that, because I said and enunciated the word ping. I moved the card. My energy moved the card. That is the vibration, and that's the shift that we shifted into, is this higher vibration, and it is all about that. And the reason why when I enunciated that word is because of your feelings, your gut feelings. So it's all about that right now. It's all about how we're feeling, and we need to just feel into the joy of this journey and feel into the love, all of us. And and by doing that, you're vibing high. You try to stay out of the lower feelings. But if in fact you are having some feelings that are coming out of the blue. Like I was saying, I was having coffee and everything was good, and then bam, I was just overwhelmed. And it was one of those overwhelmed feelings of, like in church, I mean, if you grew up in church, you know what I'm talking about. When you've had those really intense moments where you just know that the Holy Spirit touched you and you were overwhelmed and overcome. That I feel was just God in general, or the Jesus energy in church, or the Holy Spirit. I'm not giving, I'm not downgrading any of that, but it had nothing to do with the religious experience. But still, I've had those moments where I've really been touched, and that's the way I felt the other morning, and was told it was my twin. And so that is what is happening, because with the shift, we really have merged more and more, and we're going to be feeling each other more and more, and mirroring each other more and more. So, shout out to Twin Flame Buddha, Molly. I resonate with her completely, and as she resonates with me. And I was just, Chris from Blazing and Flaming 3.0 had shared one of her posts on Facebook. I didn't know she was on Facebook, but she is on Facebook, and it is Twin Flame Buddha, and she also has a YouTube channel. So if you are not subscribed or listening to her videos, I would suggest that you do. But she was talking about those feelings that we are having, that not to think, for the feminine, not to think that they're not healed because they're having these feelings all of a sudden, because it is more about the merging and the shifting, and we are feeling our twins. And the more and more that they come into their feelings and they're feeling it, we're going to feel it even more with them, because they're actually feeling it now. And that is the difference that is happening. And just to give you a brief example of the change, or what that means, I was talking to another twin about she also struggles with body image. And when I tell you that she is beautiful, I'm not talking she's a great person beautiful. She is outwardly beautiful and struggles with body image, and I could not understand it. And we had a discussion, and I said, you have to talk to me about this. You have to tell me why, because I don't understand. I don't understand how someone beautiful can look in the mirror and not feel beautiful, or know that they're beautiful. And there is the cognitive dissonance with that, is that it's not about knowing, because you can look with your eye and say, damn, I look pretty good today. Yeah, I look good today. You can look in the mirror and say that, but if you are not feeling it, if you are not vibing with that and feeling it, then you are not going to look in the mirror and say that. You know what I mean? You're going to just be like, I'm all right, or whatever, if you're just not feeling it. And here's how I attribute that feeling. When you're bloated. I hate the bloated feeling. It makes you feel, and when you're already heavier and dealing with that, and you're cool with it, okay, you're all right with it, it's like, it is what it is. I'm not going to beat myself up and kill myself because I'm trying to reach this unattainable goal of perfection, as if that's the only thing that matters. So I'm cool with it. However, when you get bloated, it's like you feel triple your size. I mean, you just do. It's that feeling. It's that icky feeling of, oh, I'm so fat. So that's there's the difference. I can look in the mirror and say, oh my God, well, I'm not 500 pounds. but I feel like I'm 500 pounds. So in my mind, I know I'm not, but I feel like I am. And see, there's the difference there. And so that really is what is happening for the divine masculine, is that they're getting the feeling to go with what their mind has been telling them. And for a lot of things, like I've said, and I hold fast to this, and there's a lot of twin flame teachers and all of that out there that believe that there's the majority of the divine masculine that are in their knowing and they're waking up. And I believe that they are becoming aware and they know that there's something, but they're not in their knowing. They're not in that deep level of knowing. I did a reading for a twin today, and I pulled the deep knowing card for her, but I had been pulling it. It was one of those cards that is coming up in the readings, and she's the divine feminine, but she has said that she noticed that about herself as well, that she's coming more deeper into her knowing. So if you're noticing that would then be the divine masculine energy within you that's coming more into knowing. And the actual divine masculine is coming more into their knowing, because now they're getting the feelings that are attached to it. So they may know, they may say, okay, she's in love with me. She says we're soulmates, or she says that there's this connection, or she says she can't stop thinking about me, or, she says that she's always going to be there for me and she's never leaving me. She says all of that. And I can't deal with it right now. It's too much. I can't deal with it. And they may know it in their mind, but they're getting the feelings associated with that. And it's reciprocated. It's like, I can feel that love now. I can feel that she does love me. I can feel it. So it's like, it just is furthering their knowing. It's just putting them more into the knowing that they can believe this now. So it's just confirming it for them. And it really is sealing the deal. So this is taking them deeper into their knowing, because they're getting the feelings that are attached with it. And so it's all about that. It's all about the feelings, and it's all about the emotions. And it's important that if you have a negative lower emotion that comes up that's not necessarily yours but your twins, that you feel it. Go ahead and feel what it is. And if it's tears or something that comes up, cry it out. Let it go. Let it go. Breathe it out. Let it go. Fine. If it's that joyous, laughing, wanting to dance, feeling happy, gleeful, just feeling in love, unconditional love, that bliss feeling that you get, roll with it, magnify it as much as you possibly can. If you're feeling in a good mood, magnify it. Turn on some music and dance, jive with it. If you're in a funny, giddy mood, magnify it and put on a funny movie, put on a stand-up comedian. Whatever that you can do to raise your vibration and keep you in the feel-goods is going to help your twin, and it's going to help you too. We have to get through this intense period of the shifts where we're coming more into our feelings and our knowing at the same time. So, I wanted to let you know that is what it is that's happening, and the importance of allowing. Allow. And when I went to see Andrew Martin in Los Angeles at the House of Intuition, it was a wonderful. I checked out. He took me there, honey. He took me there. I checked out. I went traveling, but when he had us coming back in, we were doing this mantra, and we said this at least, I think, 30 times, but this is what he was guided to do. And he mentioned it in one of his recent videos, that that's really what was coming through during that energy activation the night that I was there was, I allow, I allow, I allow. And it's a beautiful thing to just allow. That means that you're in a place of surrender. You're in a place of letting go. You're in a place of living and let everyone else live. And you're allowing others to continue on their own journey. And you're not controlling the situation. And you're not controlling your twin and projecting onto your twin anything. And it doesn't mean you can be in no contact. You can have no contact with your twin, but you are so merged together. You are so merged together that they can feel your oppressive energy when you are like, on top of them, like, okay, like, I'm sick of dude and he better, if he don't call me or text me during this, I'm done. I'm blocking him. All that energy that, that neediness that you can project out to your twin, they can feel that. And even it doesn't even have to be that grotesque. It can just be simply this, sadness or whatever it is. And I know we all get there, but what I'm saying is, to allow it to pass through you, these emotions, these feelings, just allow and let them go. And allow your twin to come to you. Allow your twin to feel these feelings, okay? And by allowing them through yourself, you're helping your twin to allow them as well. Everything that you do, and since you are the conscious aware one, everything that you do helps your twin along. So by just allowing them to, letting everything to naturally unfold, I've had people ask me for advice. Should I reach out? Should I make that phone call? Should I tell them who they are and who we are and how many lives we've lived together in the past and that they're a twin flame and, all of this. And my answer to that always is no. And I myself was at that point where I was going to record a message lowering the bomb, like, this is who you really are. This is who we really are. And I've just alluded to things like that very briefly. But if your twin is not even in the place where they can hear you, if they're not in there knowing enough to even hear what you're saying, then it's not even going to matter anyway. It's just going to completely go over their heads and they're just going to look at you like, what? So it's just important that you allow them. This is their journey too. Allow them to come to this knowledge naturally on their own. Let things unfold naturally. Out of fairness to them, you want them to discover this on their own. You don't want to go up to them and tell them what they are and then they go and do all this research and they'll be like, well, I guess I feel that. You want them to feel it naturally. It's real then. You want it to be real. You don't want it to be forced. And that's another thing about the allowing. Just allow the feelings. If they're negative, get rid of them as soon as you possibly can. If they're positive, amplify them. And just allow your twin to come to you. Allow your twin to feel what they need to feel. Allow them to remember. Allow them to go deeper into their knowing. And let the journey be revealed to them. It's so precious. And when I think about when I heard it, it embarked me on a very crazy journey of purging and pain and turmoil. But it really is a beautiful journey. And it's made me who I am today. And I continue to evolve and I continue to grow. And I continue to create and advance and vibe even more higher. And it's brought me to self-love and peace, inner peace. It's helped me to release all of my fears. And it's a beautiful journey. And the work that it's done in you and the difference and the transformation that it's done in you will be the transformation that it does also within your twin. And you wouldn't want to begrudge them that part of their journey at all, the discovery. And that's why it's important also to not let anyone tell you who your twin is, not to let anyone even project or infer to you who your twin is. Because that is part of the discovery. I would never tell someone who their twin is. I would never tell them if they are a twin or not. If you resonate to it, you know it. You know it. And who your twin is unmistakable. There's no bouncing it off of 5 or 6 people. If you have met your twin, you know you've met your twin. And so, yeah. The discovery is an important part of it. And you want that to happen for your twin. I want it to be as natural as it can be. And I would never begrudge any part of this journey for my twin. I want the remembrance. I want that aha moment for her. I want her to say, wow, this is real. This is real. And releasing fears and knowing how powerful she is, and that and how beautiful she is. How beautiful she is on the inside. How beautiful you are is how beautiful your twin is. And that's really sometimes why I get so irritated at the negative comments below about that SOB and I've cut him off completely and da-da-da-da-da. And first of all, anything that you see in the 3D is separation. So of course, anything that you look at is going to scream fear, it's going to scream separation, and it's going to scream illusion. It's the 3D. But just how beautiful, you've come to realize how beautiful you are, how beautiful your soul is, how pure and how loving you are, how divine you are. That is how beautiful and divine and loving and pure your twin is as well. What you're looking at is the 3D shell that will shed itself. It will shed itself. And the true soul, the beautiful soul underneath that you know is there, that you love and is so perfect, is going to emerge. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's where we're headed. That's where we're going. We get evidence of that every day. Every day. So it's important to just allow your twin to feel these feels, to come into their knowing, and allow them to come to you in divine timing. Allow them to come to you with no pressure. It's happening, and when it does really, really happen, it's going to be for real, and it's going to be true, and it's going to be divine and unconditional, and it's going to be more than you ever thought it could ever be. It's going to be more blissful than you ever thought it would be. It's going to be more perfect than you ever thought that it could ever be. It's going to blow your mind. And faith is seeing something that's not there. So faith is seeing that that is in your future, and that knowing that that is in your future. That's what helps you manifest it, that knowing. So the more you come into your knowing, the more your twin's going to come into their knowing, and that is what is happening for them now. And so I just wanted to give the message about the allowing. And yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I felt like there was something else that came to me that I wanted to say. I think that's it, kids. I am putting the link, which will be coming up any minute now, because I'm getting ready to end this video, of the Isis card reading where the card moves, And it's important to know that it moves because it's showing you that we're shifting into that energy. It's a big shift. And I don't know if you listen to Yael Alchemy as well too. I do listen to her readings every once in a while. I resonate to her as well. But she was saying that she had a pen move, and it freaked her out a little bit, but she had a pen move on its own. And so this is what kind of helped me figure out, wow, well, this is what this is then. That's why that card moved. It was my power and my energy when I enunciated that word that made that card move. And this is where we're headed. And this is just more confirmation of how powerful we really are and how things really have shifted. And we're coming more into our power and our gifts and vibing at a very high energy. It's real. It's happening. This is what that shift brought for us. So I will leave that. If you guys would share that video, I feel it's important that everyone sees that, because the card didn't move just for no reason. It moved on that because that is important. That's an important message, to follow your gut feelings. Here we are talking about feelings. To follow your gut feelings, because not everyone is for you and not every situation is for you. And there are people, places, and things that you have to move away from. Doesn't mean that you're promoting separation. It just means this is not for me. This is not for my highest good. And this is my journey. And so I have to resonate to the people, places, and things that are around me. And they have to be for my highest good to propel me forward. And not everyone out here is for you. Not everyone out here is just not. And it's just the truth of the matter. Everyone is on their own journey. People have chose different things. People have chose to... Everything that is happening to everyone else. They have chose that. There are people that have chose to commit suicide. There are people that have chose to get a disease and die. This is their choice. And so you don't really know what anyone chose. That's why it's another reason to allow, because you don't know what anyone has chosen for their journey. And so you must allow them that room and space to carry out their journey and to fulfill their soul's evolution at their own pace and at their own discretion, without any conflict from anyone else or anyone else trying to control the situation. That's why it's also important to allow. And so with that being said, it's important about the gut feelings and going with your feelings and your intuition, because it's more important now than ever that you stay directly on your path and listen to your intuition and move away or move towards those things that are for you and not those things that are against you. And it's a lesson that I have learned, because they have moved me, and I have been revealed things, and it's important. It's important. Okay, so that is it for today, kids. I do have another video that I will be doing regarding same-sex twins. That's going to be coming up within the next day or two. I had a same-sex twin reach out to me regarding a reader who is not a twin flame, who gave him a bad reading. So I contacted this person and I did a review, and I am going to bring that video out too. So yeah, it's regarding if there are same-sex twins or not. You already know the answer to that, but there are some people out there that are spewing judgment and fear and non-truth. And so, you know how I am. So I reached out and wanted to know exactly where this person was coming from, because I am, I'm curious like that. So anyway, so that'll be coming in the next couple of days. Again, thank you so much. And if you would please share the this video, all of my videos. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Like this video. If you have questions, leave comments below. And happy full moon, which is tomorrow. Oh yeah, I should do I will do on my page Manna Delight, I will do a special card reading for everyone. So if you haven't liked my page Manna Delight on Facebook, I'll do a special full moon card reading tomorrow on Facebook. So head over and like that so you don't miss the notification for that when it comes through. It's just Manna Delight on Facebook. And I will do a special full moon reading for everyone on that page. But happy full moon. It is going to be an intense day, so I wanted to get this video out today for everyone to hang in there and just allow, and it's all going to be good. Everything is moving and chiming along just perfectly and beautifully. And again, I thank you so much for being on this journey. I'm here always if you need me. I love you. Namaste.